So I continue here and say that because what I was doing was working, rubbing the knots out, drinking the teas, eating the foods, I was going to continue to do it. I was feeling good after 3 days. I had gotten up and spent the last $900 I had and paid for my X-ray license. I didn't even think I would ever go back to shooting again. I never thought it was a possibility, but I was feeling better, and I was rubbing knots out of my joints where I was feeling the paralysis, like in my area, in my legs. I had a lot of knots, and I still haven't gotten them all out because there's a lot, and there's only so much that you can rub in one spot, and you have to give it a break and find another spot and to rub out. And so, it's only so far the progress that you can get in, a certain amount of time. And I said about 4 to 6 weeks, and I'm almost to week 3, and I think I'm feeling about 40% better. 3 weeks, and I have 3 weeks to go. So I can just imagine how much more things are going to progress from here, especially with the newfound information that I'm receiving. I'm rubbing out the knots, and then I start to do more research on the information on the knots, and I kind of determine that they're myofascial trigger points. And then I start to do a little bit more information on myofascial trigger points, and I find out that they're the knots that surface, as I said, that the massage therapist usually only massage out the main trigger point. But underneath and around those main trigger points are several other nodules. I don't even want to call them knots or nodules. Dr. CB actually calls them cysts. All over your body, and these cysts are believed to be invading our bodies, or my body, just because this is only happening to me. My body, because of what we're eating, these acid diets, the food that is not alive, not electrical. And one of the things I learned from Dr. CB is organic doesn't always mean alive. It's a process of growing. Alive is if the food is organic and also has electricity. I have had a couple of 5 or 6 physics classes, read a couple of physics books, and I kind of got a little understanding on physics and electrodynamics and electricity. And I do know that every living thing has electrons, electricity going through it. Everything that has electricity has a carbon base to it. The building blocks of our life are the same building blocks of everything else that's in life. Saying that is to say we are what is natural in the world, and if we are that, then we need to continue to put that into our bodies so that our bodies can maintain being whole. Our bodies are designed to heal themselves. Actually, I've always kind of believed that, but we are inhibited by Western medicine, by taking a pill to treat the symptoms to cause more symptoms, and then to take another pill to treat those symptoms and cause more symptoms. And then the psychotic problems that come with it, because you're just not getting any better and you're just stressing out, and it's just leading you to depression and all kind of other things that manifest because we're just not dealing with the problem. And it's not our bodies per se, it's our mind. It's the fact that we see things and we don't believe what we see. We see things are hurting us and destroying us, and we still indulge in them. I don't know for what reason, out of addiction or whatever the behavior is, but we want to blame someone when we are the ones pulling the trigger. Yes, the guns are there, but you're the one that ultimately has the decision if you want to put the gun to your head and pull the trigger. Or you can take the gun and put it to the side and know that's something that you never need. But that decision, again, is ultimately up to the individual. And so what I learned and discovered is that a lot of us are choosing death over life. And we don't want to hear the truth because we don't want to change our ways. And it comes to a point where you get to this road and you have to make a decision. Do you want to be here or not? And if you really want to be here, are you willing to do the things that it's going to take for you to be here? not everybody has an extreme experience, but I think right now the way that the health is and the way that everybody is experiencing so much difficulty, everybody's basically ready for some sort of change. So anyway, I divert, but I'll be back with part 4 in a few minutes.